Corner. And I've got exciting news for you. Last anthology, Series 1, The Literary Parrot, did such a great job. We wanted to continue to provide this community service to our viewers and to our contributors to the program. So please get up and get a copy immediately. You know, if you're in this book, you want to get a copy. If you're not in the book, you want to get a copy and see what we're doing. You want to be excited with us. We want you on this program, and we hope to see you sometime soon on The Literary Parrot. You have to get your hands on this copy. It's amazing. It's an absolutely beautiful anthology meant just for you. Our past guests have been invited back to contribute yet again to this Series 2. We do this quarterly anthology. We will be doing this after our 200 episode milestone. As of this last quarter, we reached 200 episodes, and past that, get up and get a copy immediately. This is the only TV show on earth for creative writers, and our guests are amazing. They're also community activists building from the ground up. This program is for everybody out there who is a creative mind. Order several copies if you can and donate to local libraries. Give them to your friends, cousins, fans, supporters, anybody that you think loves poetry. And it's not just poetry in this book. Remember, this is creative mind. So we have prose, fiction, short stories, essays, artwork, anything you can think of, artistically creative, photographs. Everything in this book is packed. It is packed. It is just absolutely packed. You want to get your hands on it now. Hi, I'm Dustin Pickering, and this is World Inkers Network. I'm your noble and honest host. Today, we're going to talk about Spofest and World Inkers Network and this exciting program. Just to promote this program some more, you guys out there, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe right now on YouTube and watch us on Facebook. Join our Facebook group, World Inkers Network. This is going to be an amazing program, amazing establishment we're making here. We're starting a movement of writers and creative minds all across the globe. One of the benefits of World Inkers Network is we want to help promote languages, so you can pretty much publish in any language. We hope to accomplish this pretty soon this year, to be able to publish about 100 writers this year, as well as promote a lot of international and internationally acclaimed writers, as well as some of you guys out there are not so acclaimed and you want to be acclaimed. We want to put you out there in the spotlight, and we want to get you on the program and basically promote you as well. So if you're have not been on the program, or you were on last year and you want to be on again, interviewed again this year, you can get in touch with me, Dustin Pickering, at Literary Corner at NewYorkParrot.com. And remember, you can always support the program at PayPal.me/NYParrot. That's a PayPal account for us, and we would love to accept donations from you, any kind of donations. So today I'm going to be promoting myself. I don't normally promote myself, but here I am. You guys got to watch me. This is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see me promote myself and Spofest, which is brought to you by James Bryant. That'll be out at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time this evening. And if you're in another time zone, I definitely suggest looking into what time it'll be for you. So again, it's at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'll be on there with several others. And Linda Trott Dickman is the feature. She has been on the show as well last year, a Parrot Literary Corner. So she'll be a feature, and we have a couple other people on there. So just look up Spofest. That's SPOFEST on Facebook, and it'll be broadcast live. And it'll be me, and it'll be hosted by Rick Christensen, who has also been on the program. And just to give you a little sample, a taste of what I am, I'm going to read you a poem from my book, Imitations of Love Poems. This was a collaboration with Dory Williams, as you see here. That's her face on the book. And this is some very abstract, almost classically infused work that I wrote. Just kind of a surrealist poem, and it was written in Alexandrines. So this is called The Greenish Dream. Once in the greenest dream, I seemed to have a friend, but he left me in debt to worlds I could forget. His tone was like a string vibrating on iron wings. His verb I would not sing as music in a dream. When he left the globe, the promise I composed was forgotten by him whom I could not forgive. The night crawled in my ear, leaving dread and cold fear, and deeper will I clutch memory as my crutch. My mind cannot receive the blessings of a dream. His face is burned in me like deadly poverty. Condemn his ways to see my own delightful beams. Reluctance is not green, it only seems to dream. That's a poem out of my book, Imitations of Love Poems. It was a collaboration, and Dory Williams is in here as well. She's a Texas City, Texas native, and a friend of mine, and she is an excellent poet. And so if you haven't seen this book, this is a $13.50 on Amazon. And if you like what I'm reading today, I'm going to read you a couple more from this book. Remember, just check out Spofest. That'll be coming up on 6 p.m. tonight, Central Standard Time. If you're watching right now, I hope to see you guys out there at Spofest. And I'll definitely be reading some of these poems again. And I'll read a few more from other books of mine in just a bit. So I'm going to read one other poem from this book called Jesus Shouting in the Elms. Sounds in the wind bring fact and fiction together, clearing one tablet of my life. Hearts pulsate until the final quip, and our usual selves pass reluctantly into an inferior tower. My cranium cracks and beholds a sky of gold, and Jesus shouting in the elms. His skin dark and rough, hair curled and oily, and his eyes compassionately gazing. I am frozen to the fixed beam of his eye. He, brow knitted, moves closer. This pearl of wisdom, tiniest thing, a fount of youth and peace, listen to its small quivering. Stunned, I reflect on love and become the faithful image that bears him along Golgotha. Hill of shadow, skull place, in my heart, empty, a promise is made. The weak of heart are often strongest in love, but the heart feels robbed, ungrateful, its life seeking satisfaction in strangers. I cannot see what I embraced. I lose silver faces in the labyrinth of my chest, still searching, curious and silent. That's called Jesus Shouting in the Elms. And that's from my book, Imitations of Love Poems. You can check it out. It's on Amazon. If you're interested in this book, let me know. I'll connect you with the link if you can't find it. It's kind of hard to find stuff on Amazon sometimes, but take a look at it. I would like to read you one more from this book. This is called Ovid, after the poet. Burning face, offer me captured birds. There is nothing in my eye like you. I live for the night, cold and waiting. There will be retribution around you. Sweet music tomorrow I shall hear. I am deaf to a woman's touch. But I must hear my heart in unique bliss. I must stiffen under this hungry mask. But I cannot live without your love. I, too, am a lamp, brisk and silent. Again, that's from Imitations of Love Poems. Hope you guys are enjoying this, watching this. If you are, check me out at Spofest tonight, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to read some from my book, The Stone in the Square. And this is a little book from Hawako Publishers in India. If you're watching and you're in India right now, you can take a look at Hawako's page and buy a copy of this wonderful collection, The Stone in the Square. They do an excellent job with covers and with the layout and everything. So they're definitely a publisher I recommend. I've read this poem a few times. I'm going to read it again. It's called Bluebirds. And though I've waited for these crimson years, bluebirds are flying from your eyes into the trapeze of fear. A human world is built on longing. Satisfaction is a sphere divine, like an eye orb, stoical yet serene, clutching what it perceives. I write a sonnet to your breath. While you sleep, I float awkwardly to your lips. Psyche of suffering torn by lot. My candle is ashen by the hour's end. That's from my book, The Stone in the Square. And remember, I'm promoting Spofest today, James Bryant's event. We have Linda Trott Dickman as the feature, and I'll be there with a couple of other wonderful poets hosted by Rick Christensen at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it'll be live on Facebook. So if you're definitely involved in like the poetry scene, you've probably heard of Spofest. Take a look at it on Facebook. It's spelled Spofest. You can find that event live on Facebook this evening at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's in the USA. I'm gonna read you. Maybe a couple more, and then we'll conclude for the afternoon. This is an untitled piece from the this last section of the book called what was it called? Witch Hazel. That's the name of this section, and it's all these pieces are untitled, and they form a sort of lyrical, almost like think of it as like a long, drawn out opera of some kind. Like each piece kind of reflects on the other pieces. So this is an untitled piece from this Witch Hazel from this last section of The Stone in the Square. My heart remains broken. A healer's art resides in your breast. Sweet eyes of salvation lay their gestures to my mind. Phantom archangels sing swift silences. Green rivers of fertility flow from your presence. You weep for my own forgetting. However, I have not seized your love from spaces in the dream, and all longing is united beyond a common theme. That's an untitled piece. That's on page 52 of my book, The Stone in the Square. If you guys haven't picked up a copy of this from Hawako, or you can find it on Amazon if you're in the U.S. or if you're in another location besides India, you can order it from the Amazon. And it's a wonderful little collection of love poetry dedicated to my very own romance scammer. At the time, I was involved with a romance scammer, and I learned that it was a scam. So some of these poems are sort of partly disappointed and partly angry and partly very much love infested, stuff. So you probably would like it, guys out there watching right now. You'd love this book. I tend to get scammed with love quite a bit. I'm a romantic at heart. I will read you one more, and this is where the title of the section comes from. And it's called, this is another untitled piece, Burn the Witch Hazel, its compounded memory of lost life. Grief isn't a shadow. Memory is uncanny. I cannot forget our losses. They are ours always. Stretched taut as a canvas, your soul is sunshine to the bright eyes of wisdom. Turn again. We rest. I'm promoting Spofest today at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and also World Inkers Network. As you can see behind me here, there's a nice little billboard for us. It's a World Inkers Network. It's associated with Parrot TV and the Parrot Literary Corner. We're revamping our image a little bit, and we've started our very own business here at World Inkers Network. So you guys keep watching this program to get a good taste of what this is going to be about. And we're definitely going to start publishing actual full collections of books, poetry, scholarship, various, anything that's, literary. And that's definitely what our forte is. And we're definitely interested in hearing from you out there. If you're viewing right now, I want to hear from you as a guest on the program, Literary Corner at NewYorkParrot.com. Definitely want to hear from you. Don't be shy at all. It's very easy. I will get you relaxed. We'll Will be like going to the dentist. Just kidding. It's not going to be like going to the dentist. It's going to be like being interviewed about things that matter to you as a writer, as a creative mind. We'll be talking to you about your work, your ambitions, your hopes, your dreams, and anything you want to accomplish, as well as your thoughts on art, society, the world at large, how people have acted and interacted with you as a person. Anything that relates to your artistic works and merits, we'd love to talk with you about it. So definitely be in touch with me at Literary Corner at NewYorkParrot.com. And again, if you want to support us in other ways, you can donate at PayPal.me/NYParrot. Support PayPal.me/NYParrot. Just that PayPal.me/NYParrot is the wonderful place to submit some of your money to us, and we can continue to support the literary arts. We look forward to hearing from you. So again, on World Inkers Network is a new program, but it's still associated with New York Parrot. So if you want to also submit some poetry or some short stories related to social or political themes, ongoing themes in the world today, we'd love to hear that for New York Parrot. Just put submission in your subject header and send that to Literary Corner at NewYorkParrot.com. We'd love to hear from you. So again, and if you want to be on the program, I encourage you definitely to submit a bio and a headshot to Literary Corner at NewYorkParrot.com. Same address, same email. So, guys, just get out there, get ready for Spofest tonight, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Rick Christensen is the host. He's been a guest on the program. I hope to see you all there. Now, you guys, if again, Stone in the Square, I love this book. It's very precious to me. Put a lot of heart in this. I wrote this during the Great Texas Freeze of 2021. I put this book together shortly after my electricity was restored after several days of being without electricity, which was very devastating but very fun at the same time. I got to get a taste of what it's like to write with basic, just a little lamp of the cell phone. So you guys, this is a good little experiment. I don't think anything else like this exists right now in the contemporary world of someone writing almost in the total darkness during a freezing cold storm out here in Texas. Definitely not in Texas. It's very hard to get a freezing storm in Texas. But when the power grid went out in 2021, earlier this past year, I sat and wrote poetry, which is what I do best. So pick up a copy of The Stone in the Square, or you can pick up Imitations of Love Poems. This is Dory Williams and Dustin Pickering. It's a little bit older. It's a collaboration. I'd love for you guys to buy these books and to tell me what you think of them. If you don't like them, if you do like them, let me know. So get on Spofest today at 6 p.m. and watch as we present our poetry. I will permit more of the same I presented just now. So you guys out there watching right now, I hope you have an excellent day and just get to writing and have an excellent afternoon. Don't forget to watch Spofest this afternoon and this evening, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, wherever it is in the world for you. So definitely be prepared for an excellent presentation from 3 writers and Linda Trott Dickman as well, a wonderful poet writing on her travels and her journeys throughout the world and throughout the country. You'll find her very fascinating. She'll be fascinating to you, and I will definitely be involved in that as well as Spofest. So if you guys are interested in this programming, you want to take a look at Spofest too. They're one of our wonderful friends events. James Bryant, he's involved in that. And we'll definitely have him on the program sometime again soon, I'm sure. I'd love to have him on again. So remember, 6 p.m. tonight, Central Standard Time. In India, I think that'll be 5:30 in the morning. And then Eastern Standard Time, that would be 7 p.m. tonight. So I believe that would be Mountain Standard Time, a couple hours early. Or an hour early, maybe. I think it would be 5 o'clock this afternoon. And then if you're all the way up farther west to the California, it would be a good, lovely 4 o'clock. So keep watching the program as it comes along, and get out there, write some poetry, write some wonderful essays, some critiques of the current culture, whatever you do best. And we'll see you again soon. This is World Inkers Network.
The Prisoner. I can still smell you on my pillowcase, in the comforter and sheets. Thought about doing laundry, but decided to keep you with me just a little while longer. Riding giants. Each new love affair is like standing in front of a 50-foot wave. It looked doable from shore. Gifts. The son of a bitch left me broke and blacked out, with a stripper's name written in black Sharpie on my forearm, 3 bright orange traffic cones in my bedroom, and a 2-day hangover. He is the best friend ever. Wishful thinking. We kissed once. It was on the corner of Rampart Street in St. Peter, New Orleans. I wish I could say it was that magic movie moment with the perfect song, perfect setup, lighting just right, and bright orange moon overhead. Anticipation giving way to action like the final scene in 16 Candles, when the 2 main characters are kissing on a table, birthday cake shining with lit candles in between, and nothing left to wish for. And when the credits rolled, everyone was already halfway home, satisfied and happy with what the stars brought to them. But our kiss wasn't like that. It was sloppy. We were drunk. The music sucked. There was spilled beer and strangers crowding our space. We could not really call it romantic. We could only admit that it happened once. There have been no second chances. I have had 1,000 more moments between that kiss and today. Some amazing, others incredible, fulfilling, and fun, but all have put me here, back here, alone, staring at the stars, with only one wish left.
Corner, brought to you.